Hello everyone. Are green onions expensive where you live? In my area, green onions are currently in their peak season and very pricey, sometimes even scarce. My family regularly uses green onions in our daily meals. How can we preserve green onions so they stay fresh longer, extending their usage time and saving trips to the market or supermarket? How convenient it would be to always have green onions ready at home for cooking. Dishes will be much more appealing. Today, Win Tips will share with you extremely simple but highly effective methods to keep green onions fresh so that you always have delicious green onions to use for a long time. Let's get started. Tip 1. Keep green onions fresh longer using sugar water. We all know that green onions easily rot or wilt if not stored properly. If they are piled under many other vegetables, they'll bruise and spoil even faster. On hot days, just leaving green onions outside for one day makes them wilt and go limp. So how can we keep green onions fresh for a long time without too much effort? First, you need to prepare a plastic bottle or a tall glass, or if you want to preserve more green onions, use a larger plastic container depending on the amount of green onions you have. Remember to wash the container you use. Here, I am using a wide-mouthed glass jar. Let's begin. Put a little sugar into the bottle or jar you're using. Next, pour water into the bottle, making sure the water only covers the roots of the green onions. Do not submerge the green onion leaves. Shake to dissolve the sugar. Now let's plant the green onions. Green onions grown in sugar water will develop strong roots, and therefore the green onions will stay vigorous for a long time. It looks like a fresh bouquet, right? We place the jar of green onions in a spot with sunlight so the plants can grow better. Every 3 to 4 days, we change the water so it doesn't go bad and affect the green onions. When you need to use them, just take the amount of green onions you need. Harvesting is very easy. Do you like this method? Green onions grown in sugar water can stay fresh for a whole month. And when you harvest all the green onion leaves, you will see new leaves sprouting. That way, you have a hydroponic green onion pot. Wonderful. Tip 2. Hydroponic preservation of green onions. If you want to save costs and grow green onions right at home, try the hydroponic method. Regrowing green onions from their roots will give you a source of fresh green onions all year round. First, cut the root end of the green onions about 3 centimeters to 5 centimeters. Prepare a hydroponic pot or any container that can hold water. You can also use a repurposed plastic bottle from home. Here's how to do it. After preparing the plastic bottle like this, plant the green onion roots into the bottle. Be careful to handle gently so the roots don't break. Where are you from? Leave a comment and let me know. I'm very happy to meet viewers from all around the world. That's wonderful. Pour water to cover just the roots of the green onions. This ensures the roots can absorb water without the stems rotting. Place it on the balcony or in a spot with sunlight. After about 20 days, you will have fresh green onions to harvest without having to buy them from the market. If you don't have a hydroponic setup, you can also grow green onions in soil. Just make sure the soil is loose and not overly moist. Growing green onions from the root not only saves costs but also provides fresh green onions every day. The special thing is you can grow green onions year-round without worrying about them wilting or spoiling. That's fantastic. Tip 3. Store green onions in the refrigerator crisper. If your home lacks space or you don't have much time to care for plants, this method is perfect for you. Storing green onions in the refrigerator is a very effective way to keep them fresh without changing water or daily care. First, we need to wash the green onions thoroughly. Because we store them ready for direct use to save time, the cleaning step is very important. Prepare a large bowl. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of baking soda to the bowl. Next, add water and stir to dissolve the baking soda. Put the green onions into the bowl. Note that the water level needs to cover the green onions. Have you subscribed to my channel yet? Support me by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. Next, soak the green onions for about 8 to 10 minutes. You can use a tool to gently ensure the green onions are fully immersed in the water. Why soak green onions in a baking soda solution? Because baking soda helps neutralize harmful chemicals, making the green onions cleaner. If you're not sure whether the green onions are organically grown, don't skip this step. Moreover, any dirt or insect eggs are also removed. Therefore, for me, this cleaning step is very important. After soaking for the required time, gently rinse each green onion stalk by hand. Each small action ensures we have top-quality preserved green onions. What could be better than preparing clean ingredients for your family's meal with your own hands? After rinsing with baking soda, rinse again 1 to 2 times with clean water so the green onions are completely clean. Place the green onions in a colander to dry. If you have time, let them air dry in a well-ventilated area, but make sure they are not in direct sunlight. Or you can use paper towels to dry them more quickly. Green onions will rot if water remains, so we need to absorb all moisture. Next, use plastic wrap to store the green onions. Take the green onions that are dry and sufficient for 1 to 2 days use, and wrap them tightly in plastic wrap. Be careful not to wrap too tightly and crush the green onions, but also ensure no excess space allows air to enter. The important note is the green onions must be completely dry with no water droplets. The green onions must be arranged neatly and not bent, otherwise, it will affect storage time. Now, place the wrapped green onions in the refrigerator crisper. You should put them in the vegetable drawer or a place with appropriate temperature. Storing them this way can keep them fresh for up to 1 month without spoiling. When needed, just take them out and use, they will still be fresh and convenient. The green onions retain their fresh flavor as if they were just bought. Tip 4. Store green onions in paper. The next tip is a very simple but extremely effective way to store green onions. Wrap them in paper or a clean dry cloth. This method is easy to do and not expensive. You need to prepare several sheets of clean paper or a clean dry cloth. After the green onions are dry, start wrapping them in paper. Roll the green onions so that the paper surrounds them snugly but not too tightly to avoid damaging them. After wrapping, place the wrapped green onions into a sealed plastic bag to protect them from dust and bacteria. Place the bag of green onions in the refrigerator crisper, where the temperature is suitable. The paper has the ability to absorb moisture and keep the green onions dry, which helps prevent green onions from bruising, spoiling, or discoloring. This method is very convenient and easy to implement, while also cost-effective and highly efficient. Green onions stored this way can stay fresh for 1 to 2 weeks depending on their initial quality. Tip 5. Store green onions in the freezer. If you want to preserve green onions for longer and have convenience when using them, the final tip is to use the freezer. After washing the green onions and letting them dry, cut them into small pieces according to your cooking needs. The fragrance of green onions when chopped is delightful. I usually cut green onions into small segments based on my daily cooking needs. How about you? Slice them according to your preferences and cooking requirements, because when using, we don't chop again but use them directly. Prepare Ziploc bags or containers for food storage. Put the freshly chopped green onions into them. The aroma of green onions is really delicious. For those who have little cooking time, preparing ingredients like this greatly shortens cooking time. Do you think this will reduce the flavor of the green onions? Oh, absolutely not. Your green onions will still be as fragrant as when they were first chopped. Thus, you have containers or bags of fresh green onions ready for storage. Arrange them neatly in the freezer. Each time you use, just scoop out the amount you need. The note here is to take only what you need and put them directly into the food. This method is suitable when you need to add green onions to soups, stews, or stir-fries. Green onions taken out of the freezer will thaw quickly and become soft, which doesn't look as appealing, so remember to add them to hot food immediately after taking them out of the freezer. I really like this method because it saves cooking time and trips to the supermarket. When green onions are expensive or hard to find, there's no need to worry because you already have green onions ready in the freezer. Have you remembered the 5 ways to store green onions that I shared? Which method do you like best? Leave a comment to let me know. If you have any other tips, please share them with me in the comments. I'm very happy to learn from everyone. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. That means a lot to me. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next video.